If you are new to the Lotus Kick, it may feel a little bit uncomfortable, it may set you off balance, or you may not feel that you have much hip mobility in moving in this large circular path. So here are some exercises that can help you develop a little bit more hip mobility and leg strength and flexibility to do a better Lotus Kick. Now, one of the things that I want you to do this entire time is keep your hands in the same position. This is how we start the Lotus Kick technique. So my right hand is going to be out to the side, left hand is going to be around the armpit area. Now, also, we are only doing these techniques for the right leg. So if you want to balance out your training and work your left leg, just restart the video and follow along again. Now, we'll be starting with the hands out, and then I want you to have your foot out in a cat stance position. We have all of the weight on our back leg, our front leg is empty, and then I want you to move your foot on an imaginary straight line in front of you. So we're gonna go cross, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, just touching, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 8. Now that we've got an idea of just maintaining our equilibrium as we're moving our leg, let's move a little bit more in up and down. However, I don't want you to worry about the entire leg weight, so we're going to bend the knee, and then we're going to step from one position to the other. Just bring your foot up and over and touch, up and over and touch. Think of there's a little fence right there. Ready, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Now we're going to extend the leg, but I don't want to stress the muscles in the lower back or our supporting leg during this time. So we're going to do very small movements, but more or less the same thing. We're going to touch the toe from side to side. However, this time our leg is extended. So we extend out, up and over, up and over. Okay, arms out, ready, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 8. Now for our next step, we want to add the snap to our kick. So this comes from bringing the knee up and then extending the leg out. So as we do this, we're going to bring our knee up for the first part, kick, and then down and touch. Okay, so again, knee, kick, touch, knee, kick, touch. Okay, ready, 1, 2, knee, kick, touch, 3, knee, kick, touch, 4, knee, kick, touch, 5, knee, kick, touch, 6, knee, kick, touch, 7, knee, kick, touch, 8, knee, kick, touch. Now, I want to do one more step before we finish up with the actual kick, and that's to develop a little more lifting power with our knee. So far, we've been working on developing the muscle to control, but we also need a little bit more of speed or a fast explosive muscle burst to raise that leg. And what we're going to do is just take our hand, we'll bring our left hand out, and we're going to bring our right knee up and across. So we can keep our right hand out in the same position, and our right knee is going to come up and across to the left. Try not to swat down, okay? Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it's time to add that to everything else, and let's throw the kick. Throw it as high as you want, but I want you to throw it with a little more speed. There's no reason to slow it down and control this kick, but height will be the determining factor for your balance and your mobility, okay? So do start low, but otherwise we'll throw the kick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's going to conclude these exercises. I suggest you practice these more than just one time, but to make real progress, you add this to your daily practice.